Broadcast in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
The 28-yard line.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
6 yards.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Chiefs.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's brought down.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Mahomes going to throw. Quickly to Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 10-yard line. That's the
no score after 1 on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs, but Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there. Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. Third down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Over 1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming this way, here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelce on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster.
focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your crown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball